Hello everybody, Dr. Jeff Lynch with MckinneyDentist.com, and this is Dental Implant Talk. Today I'm going to answer the question, should I get a dental implant or should I get a bridge to replace a missing tooth? Well, I'm going to go through this. I'm going to show what each one is and describe why we believe that in almost every case, a dental implant is superior to a tooth-supported bridge. So, let's start off by looking at this diagram of a tooth-supported bridge. Now, the bridge itself is a single piece. It is supported by two anchor teeth adjacent to the missing tooth spot. What we do is we prepare each of those teeth for a crown. So to do that, you take about 1 millimeter to 2 of enamel off of the tooth all the way around, and then about 2 millimeters off of the top of the tooth. Now, in circumstance where a tooth has a big old filling and needs a crown, doing that is not a bad thing. However, in a situation where you lose a tooth and the neighbor teeth have never had any dental work done, going through the process of grinding them down and crowning them when in reality they never in their lifetime should have a crown is unnecessary. Because doing that sets it up for the potential problems that crowns have down the road. Crowns don't last forever, nothing does. The biggest issue that you have is the potential to get a cavity around it. And with a bridge, when you have the false tooth that is in between these two crowns, you can't floss down there like normal. What you have to do is you have to thread floss under it in order to clean the surface of the anchor tooth that is next to the false tooth. So that's the most common area to get a cavity. Frequently when that happens, it renders that anchor tooth non-fixable. We aren't able to restore it at that point. And at that time, what we're left with is the previously missing tooth, and now we just lost another one. Another thing that happens when we're doing a bridge, when you lose a tooth, the loss of the root will cause the bone to start to dissolve away around there. It literally shrinks down. First it goes in a horizontal direction, and eventually it's going to go vertically. So we're going to end up getting a gap under that bridge. So let's say you lose the front tooth of this, and now we need to put an implant there and an implant where you are already missing a tooth. Because you've lost bone, we're going to have to do a bone graft, which is an addition procedure where we build the bone back up. And frequently we have to do that as a separate surgical procedure to putting the implant in. So doing a bridge sometimes is appropriate, like I say, when the adjacent teeth are already needing crowns. Maybe there's a lot of bone damage from the loss of the tooth. And in those cases, a bridge makes sense. So let's talk about the dental implant. Here's a diagram of an implant. An implant is basically a man-made tooth root. It's a titanium screw, goes down where the tooth is lost. At the time when you lose the tooth, if we're able to put the implant in at the same time, we can preserve that bone that I was describing. We don't have to touch the neighboring teeth. When the bone and the gums heal, we build the tooth on it. And from that point forward, you clean it just like a regular tooth. You brush it like a tooth, you floss it like a tooth. And the key here is you clean and floss the neighboring teeth just like they're meant to be. There's no crowns done on them. There's no floss threading under the bridge. Maintenance is significantly less, a whole lot easier to take care of, and significantly less chance of causing additional tooth loss. Now, at the beginning, in most cases, a tooth-supported bridge is going to be a little less expensive. But over the long haul, you're going to end up spending a lot more money, doing a lot more dentistry with the follow-up and the repairs and replacement and the consequences of a bridge going bad than you would if you had just done with implant to begin with. So I hope that helps on that decision of bridge versus implant. We vote implant almost every time. Thanks for listening. Look forward to meeting you at MckinneyDentist.com.